Hey, you guys, let's do some Dear Abby. Remember her? Dear Abby. I found her on accident online. I was searching for the Globe. I'm thinking of getting a subscription, renew my subscription to the Globe magazine so we can do some more friendship club videos. And somehow Dear Abby came up in the search. And I did enjoy Dear Abby years ago when she used to be in the newspaper. So let's see. I printed off a few that I thought might be kind of funny. This one is from January 2019, January 27th, last month. Dear Abby. Oh, hold on. Here's the gum I'm chewing, by the way. Raspberry sorbet. Icebreaker ice cubes. So, Dear Abby, I've been married for 7 years. The last time my husband and I have been out of the house together was last summer. No movies, dinners, festivals, etc. I finally gave up suggesting things we could do. My husband says I'm the one who feels the need to go out once a week or take an annual vacation. It hurts knowing that he goes out to eat with his buddies on his lunch breaks at work. I've said as much, but we still don't go anywhere on the weekends. He still goes out to eat with his friends. What do you make of this, Abby? Signed, Prisoner. Prisoner in Ohio. Dear Prisoner, it appears you married a man who is selfish and self-centered. He has a social life, his daily lunches with his buddies. Was he always like this? You should enjoy dinners out and movies also, but you may have to do them. So, I like the title, Stick in the Mud Husband is a Weekend Party Pooper. Oh, here's a good one. February. This is from February today. February 8th, 2019. Bathroom peeping Tom stuns a retirement home employee. Dear Abby, something happened at work that has me traumatized. It's terrible. I work at a retirement home for a convent. The nuns are sweet, kind, and easy to get along with. But last week, while I was using the bathroom, a nun decided to be a peeping Tom while I was on the toilet. She laughed at me in a taunting manner, saying, "I can see you." I screamed at her to stop watching me, but she just kept looking and laughing. When she finally left, I was in shock. I reported the nun to my supervisor as soon as I could, but later in the day, I was still so humiliated and upset that I ended up having an anxiety attack. I can't stop thinking about it. It left me feeling disgusted with the nun and disgusted with myself. I want to report her to the police but I don't want to, but I don't want drama at work. This is my only source of income. I need my job desperately in order to provide for my kids, but I no longer feel comfortable working in a place where there are perverted nuns who don't respect people's privacy. What do I do? I'm confused. I'm angry. I'm spending my days in my home crying and contemplating whether to file a police report. Please give me some advice, Abby. Signed, Traumatized in the East. And Abby writes back, Dear Traumatized, I hope you realize that the behavior the retirement nun exhibited is that of a 4-year-old. She may suffer from dementia, while the woman may have had good judgment in her younger years. Clearly, she does not now. It may be the reason she is living in that retirement community. I'm curious about how your supervisor reacted when you told her what happened. If you cannot move beyond the trauma, talk to the director of the home and ask for some immediate counseling so you can regain some perspective. Filing a police report may not be the way to go. I'm sorry for laughing. It's just that I went to school with nuns. Anyways, I was thinking of all the nuns throughout my school years. They are kind of funny. Anyway, let's see. Bargain Hunter's bragging tries her friend's patience, from January 2019. Dear Abby, I have a friend, and I'll call her Rose. She likes to brag about how cheap she is. Sometimes when we're talking, she will interrupt me and ask, how do you like my pants? I got them for $1 at a yard sale. Or she'll say something like, I got these for free. Rose likes to draw attention to herself every time she wears something new by asking me how I like it. Then she proceeds to tell me where she got it and how much she paid for it. I could care less, and I'm tired of hearing about her tacky, cheap clothing. We go to a water aerobics class together, and she will interrupt the class to ask how they like her sexy bathing suit. Abby, Rose is in her 70s, and she's not sexy at all. I like her as a friend, but I'm about ready to tell her to be quiet. I don't want to be mean. How can I get across that I don't want to hear about her clothing? Signed, Tired of the Discount Fashion Show. Abby responds, Dear Tired, if you cannot say, if you say nothing, Secondhand Rose will continue her line of chatter. Try this. Say, Rose, honey, you know how much I like you, but I do wish you would stop talking about your wardrobe with me. You are interesting on so many other levels, Rose, and I'm just not into fashion. Then cross your fingers and hope that your friend gets the message. Battle with drug addiction undermines loving relationship, from January 2019. Dear Abby, I have been in a relationship with a woman for 2 years. She's been battling drug addiction during the entire time that we have been together. I have made a few serious mistakes, and she blames me for her situation now. She moved in with me, and I make all the money between us both. She refuses to get a job and spends most of my money getting high. I thought she wanted treatment, but she resists it. She resists getting help. We love each other, but I don't know whether I should move on and leave her behind. What do you suggest? Signed, Unsure in the Midwest. Dear Unsure, unless the serious mistakes you made involved hooking your girlfriend on drugs, you are not responsible for her addiction. Because you provide the money that feeds her habit, you have become her enabler. The longer you continue, the longer she will keep using. What you need to do is find the nearest chapter of Nar-Anon. Nar-Anon? I never heard of Nar-Anon. And attend some of the meetings. It's a 12-step program created for friends and families of people who suffer from addiction. You can find the nearest meeting at naranon.org. Please don't put this off. You will find emotional support there, and, if necessary, enough insight to understand whether you can continue with things as they are or let her go. Doesn't have a title, but it says, Dear Abby, what's the best way to gain the attention of a stranger who is blind? With a sighted person, I would make sure I caught his or her eye before speaking. I tried a straightforward, excuse me, sir, but we were in a public place and he didn't realize I was talking directly to him. I ended up tapping him on the shoulder, but in general, I think it's rude to touch strangers. And he jumped a foot. Is there a better solution? Polite in the East. Dear Polite, yes, there is. One should never touch or grab a sightless person, according to the National Federation of the Blind. What you should have done was to have repeated yourself, excuse me, sir, and identified yourself from a short distance away, preferably directly in front of him to avoid startling him. That's good. I didn't know that. So there we have some Dear Abby. I think why I'm laughing a little is sometimes I can relate what they're saying, but then I wonder, like, some of the questions or some of the what should I do scenarios are very obvious, and I think I'm laughing like, how can you not know not to do that? But really, what's on my mind, do you guys remember the Brady Bunch when the kids were reading the newspaper and they found the Dear Libby column, but we all knew it was like a Dear Abby column, and the kids read a letter from this person called Harried and Hopeless? Do you guys remember that? Oh. And she's reading Dear Libby, and they're complaining about the 6 kids, and they think that one of their parents wrote it. But anyways, I want to do some more Dear Abby. You have to let me know if you enjoyed Dear Abby. A reminder, if you enjoyed this video, to please push the thumbs up line. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.